Axed Formula One steward and former driver Johnny Herbert has labeled the FIA's recent measures as heavy-handed, following their decision to introduce further restrictions. The 60-year-old was sacked by the FIA ahead of the 2025 season, due to the conflict between his role as an F1 pundit and a steward within the governing body. Herbert's dismissal follows a series of high-profile exits within the FIA, including former race director Niels Wittich and senior F1 steward Tim Mayer. Ahead of the 2025 F1 season, the FIA have also introduced further restrictions on swearing, with the most serious offense resulting in a race ban, and have even toyed with the idea of scrapping team radio to curb the use of foul language by racing drivers. Following his exit, Herbert has described the FIA's recent decisions as heavy-handed, particularly after members of the organization were reportedly made to sign an NDA before the recent World Motorsport Council's meeting. There does seem to be a more controlling factor coming into play, he said to CasinoApps.com. Dave Richards was one of those who refused to sign an NDA and therefore wasn't allowed into the room for the World Motorsport Council meeting earlier this week. Dave's been around the world for many a decade. As a former British-American racing team principal who also heads Motorsport UK, and a big part of the FIA at the same time. Signing an NDA and confidentiality agreements is not the norm, but it's becoming the norm. There definitely seems to be a more heavy-handed way of dealing with things now. The FIA also issued a statement in defense of Christian Horner and Max Verstappen after they were booed at F175's live launch at the O2 Arena, with Herbert firmly believing F1 fans should be able to express themselves. Now it has gone a step further with the FIA saying that that's not the right way of doing things and that booing is not always a good thing. But you should be able to express yourself in any way you want to, he added. Then what's come out of that situation at the launch is then I've read about Max and Jos Verstappen saying they won't come back to London next year if the launch is there again.